Okay, so I just wanted to make a quick video on what I find is the most efficient and most parametric way to model a 2x1 or even a 1x1 with the holes every 1 inch on the 1 inch face. So using OnShape, then we'll use some of the features like variables, and then that way it becomes really quick. So we're going to start with OnShape.com, go to create, document, we'll call this 2x1 demo. Okay, the first thing that I'm going to start with is I'm going to come over here to my variable table. And then I'm going to create three variables, one for the width, one for the height, that's not how you spell height, and one for the length, okay? Now the length, you need to change this to any, and then we'll put this, for now, let's just say 12. The width, obviously we're drawing a 2x1 right now, that'll be 2, the height will be 1. Okay, and then if we want to switch this to a 1x1, we can easily just hop in here, and then it'll regenerate, and we can make configurations and all that good stuff. So I'm going to start with my front sketch, I'm going to select it, and then hit over here, Shift S, or top left corner, sketch button, and I'm going to go with a center point rectangle, and draw that out. And then also, I tell everyone, when you're drawing a sketch, it's a 2D sketch, so it's a lot easier if you view it normal or perpendicular, so just hit that, and there you go. Next we have blue lines, so we want these to be fully dimensioned, and then they'll be black lines, that's how we know that everything's fully dimensioned, so hit D on your keyboard, or you can see here, this dimension tool at the top, and then the keyboard shortcut is D, so I'm just going to select the top line. Remember to keep your dimensions neat, you don't want them stacked up like this, you want them visible. Okay, now I have all black lines, but now we need to make this a cube and not just a solid extrusion, so I'm going to hit escape to exit the dimension tool. Select all four sides and then hit O for offset. Now this one, put it on the inside, which is where we want, but if it's on the outside, just click this arrow, or you can just click and drag to fine tune, and then obviously you can enter in your dimension. We're going to use 1/8, so that's 0.125, and there you go, all your lines are fully dimensioned, they're all black, so you're good. And then again, I'm just going to pull this out so that it's clean, there you go. Okay, all our lines are black, we're fully dimensioned, you can hit the check mark on the sketch. And now what I like to do is hide the planes, so you can press P, okay? And then if you want to view it full screen or zoom to fit, just hit F, okay? Next step is to extrude, that's Shift E, and then we're just going to select the outside face. And instead of giving it a hard-coded dimension or depth, we're going to put in a variable. So to use a variable, you're going to put the pound sign or hashtag, and then we're going to go length, okay? And then hit check, and that will automatically update it to 12 inches. Now if we come over here to our variable table and we type in 18, you'll see that this extends. Okay, we can go 3 inches, there you go. So automatically, if we want this to be a 1x1, we'll need to enter in our sketch over here and define this. So instead of 2 inches, this is going to be hashtag width. And then this one, instead of 1 inch, this one you don't really need to put a variable in, but this one's, I'm just going to, for this tutorial, going to put in height. Now we can change this to 3, this can be 0.5, and you can see everything updates, and you don't have to enter in the sketch. So I'll put this back to 2, this one's 0.1, and you can see without editing any of the sketch, you have all your dimensions here that you can edit. So this is super handy if you just want to quickly swap between a 2x1 or a 1x1, and then your length obviously. So let's keep this at 12. Okay, now let's add the holes. So we're going to select this face, hit sketch, and then I'm going to view right, start with the circle, see this yellow line comes up, that means I'm centered, and then I'm just going to lay one down, this is 0.163, okay, now it might jump around, that's fine, you can just click this and drag, okay. Now you'll notice it's locked up and down, that's because that yellow line was already there when we first drew the circle, so now we need to dimension it from the left edge. So this is typically 0.5, okay? And now we want to pattern it across all the way. So a good trick that I like to teach is that if you have half an inch from this end, and half an inch from this end to the next hole, and 1 inch in between, then the number of holes is directly proportionate to the length of this piece. So if your length is 12, you'll have 12 holes. Okay, you want to go to the pattern tool, then click this, and then in this, so 3x we want that to be length. So you can see here, copies out 12 of them, and then your spacing should be 1 inch. Hit check. Now if I come over here and I update length to, let's say, 28, you can see that it patterns 28 times. So everything updates nice and quick. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to click on my sketch. We want to cut all these holes through, so sketch, extrude, and then we want to go to the remove tab, so I custom material, and then change blind to through all. And then hit check, and there you go. You are good. And that's your part. So now if you come over here to the length, and you go, okay, I want this to be 59 inches. They come in 59-inch lengths typically. There you go. You can put it into 4 inches. You can make this a 1 by 1, and everything updates nicely.